Love is Blind, Season 9, Episode 2, Love Me When I'm Blind. Welcome to Remote Reality. This is Lauren.
And this is Dee.
And this is Season 9 of Love is Blind, which the episodes just keep getting better.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm a newbie to it. I haven't seen it before, so all of this is exciting for me.
It's very fun. Do you see why this is one of my favorites?
Yes, I can see why it would be.
Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Well, we left off with Allie and Antwon about to meet each other. Did you catch that Allie saw 555 5 minutes before she was supposed to wake up?
Yes.
We are all
her.
about those numbers.
I know. I love her. She is just the sweetest.
And she's so gorgeous. Antwon, when he sees her, he's like, you're way hotter. You're out of my league, girl.
You're way hotter than me.
But she is just, she's seeing her Prince Charming.
Oh, yeah.
She is sparkling at him.
I think that's one of the best advantages to doing it this way. Because they're meeting each other without seeing each other and actually getting to know the person. So it's just a bonus when they actually get to see these people. I had to ask because I've never seen it before. So has anybody ever walked out and when they seen the person been like, nah?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, people have like left after they get to the honeymoon or the first stage. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I was just curious. I was like, I wonder if anybody's ever like walked out and seen them for the first time and just been like, no.
Oh, people have swapped partners.
Oh, man. Okay. All
You're
right.
like, oh, this could get good.
Yeah.
So the kissy noises, there was just a lot.
I hate kissing noises.
I do too. And that wasn't kissy noises for anybody listening on podcast. I'm just smacking my lips. Just as gross. Luciento, she's fucking stunning. And then she's like, I need to burp. And she does like the politest little lady burp. If it was me or Liz, it would just be like, dude, bet you can't one-up me on this.
I actually did that with you earlier. I was like, I got to burp. And I burped and you was like, well, go ahead. And I was like, I did like a little prim and proper one.
I don't even know what that means. Don't even know. No, you go for loud and proud.
That's my daughter. She's like, she has had competitions with her dad and her brother growing up.
And even with her little lady burp, he's joking around. He's like, all right, I'm out.
That's it.
You're right. He's not out. She could have farted on him and he'd still be around.
Oh, yeah.
Then he's sitting there like, when you take my last name, we'll both be AY. Okay. But apparently she's practicing writing her last name.
There was another one in this episode that said that, I think it was a guy that said he was practicing the girl's name.
Joe and Madison, I think, at the end.
Maybe that was it, yeah.
And she likes his musk.
She likes that man's smell.
I wonder if it's like his armpit musk or like his fragrance deodorant or
a cologne.
I hope it's the cologne. I hope it's not this man's like middle school armpit musk. But they are in love. She loves his musk, and there it is. Now, a couple of girls in the house are wearing their bright pink outfits, just like you see I'm wearing on YouTube. And they're giving the Elwood vibes or the motorboat vibes. That would be Kait. Kait has some big old knockers, like, ooh, those are nice.
They were falling out of that shirt.
They're falling out of everything. That girl has trouble holding them back, and you let them shine, honey. You let them shine. She looked good, but she was giving more Jennifer Coolidge vibes because Jennifer Coolidge has a big rack too.
It was very, I loved the top. It was very reminiscent of the 70s, like it was like a knit kind of sweater type halter top. It was so cute.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
So cute. Yeah, us big chested ladies, we can't give Elwood's because she doesn't curve in the same place as Jennifer Coolidge. We can give some Jennifer Coolidge now. Mm-hmm. Madison and Joe. He is obsessed about these cats. He does not want the pussy fur on the bed.
No. He does.
Wouldn't ask it for a dog, but think it's like a dog that sheds, maybe. I have a feeling there's going to be an issue with these cats.
I do too, because they're talking a lot about it. This is the second episode, and we're still talking about the cats.
He is pretending to be somebody he is not. Madison's like, chill, dude. And she tells him, you must love cats to be with me.
Yeah.
Like, I cut you right now.
This is no leaving Hazel in the United States while she goes to Europe.
Yeah, this is no 90-day fiance leaving for 5 weeks and then pretending every time like you're parting with your birth child.
Or soulmate.
Or soulmate. 90-day if you're not watching The Other Way.
Greta's in love with her cat.
And she says she loves her cat more than her fiance, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Pussycat or not, they just keep trucking. His lease is going to be up in July. And Joe wants to know, I want to know what brings you, turns you on. There was an artist called Joe, and he sang a song called I Want to Know.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought we discussed your singing in the last segment.
Yeah, I just offended all the channel surfers just like I did God when I was in Catholic school. You're welcome. His lease is up in July, and he wants to know if she would be into living with him. She says, I wouldn't want you coming into my space, so yeah. Is it because her place smells like cat pee? I got questions.
That's a good possibility.
How happy is this dude going to be in his new house with her cat?
Is there like 5 of them? How many is there?
Could be 20. I don't know. I don't think we got a number on this.
I love a cat, but I hate a litter box. Like, that shit stinks up everything.
Well, some cats are potty trained, like literally potty trained. I don't know. I don't have a cat. I think cats are cute.
I don't know anybody in my life where their cat's potty trained and goes to the toilet, but I have seen some YouTube videos of it.
I love animals. My husband's not a big fan. So trust me, if you like cats, you want to get a cat person. And as they sit there and talk, they realize they're aligning on things that are big. I would put cats in the pile of things that are big, but okay. And she is saying, Joe, I don't know how there's anything not perfect here. And he goes, agreed. Like, everything's just too perfect. Is there something that's not perfect about you? And she says that she has retinotis pigmentoso, and it's a condition that makes it hard for her to see in dark conditions, and she misses high fives, which is kind of hilarious. And she can't see. Her eyes could get worse, and it could lead to blindness. She knows people younger than her that have it way worse, people older than her, like people that don't lose their vision until they're 90, which she makes a good point. Like, by 90, you've lost a lot of your vision. My grandpa lived till he was 95 and drove until he was 95. Yes. Oh. And what he did was the thumbs up method. He would put his hands on the steering wheel, give thumbs up on either side, and line his thumbs up with the lines to make sure he was staying in the lines.
Oh my goodness. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Grandpa driving tips for the channel surfers. And she tells him it's not for sure that it will lead, but he doesn't know how to react. He's processing a lot of this, and he says, it doesn't change how I feel about you. With my wife, I would love to come in and help, which very sweet. I mean, I went blind before I got married in 2017, and then like a month before I got married in 2018. And my husband's like giving me his sunglasses, making fun of my pirate eye patch, all the sweet stuff. But he was there, even through my like depression over it. Later on in the episode, we see Joe, and he says he has Madison in his heart. Now, he had said he was engaged before. We find out that he called off the engagement because his fiance was an introvert and he was an extrovert. He would buy 2 tickets for a concert and have to go by himself. Wait a minute, like, you don't have friends that want to go to the concert with you?
I know, right? And don't you know that she's probably not going to want to go to the concert?
Like, why is all your happiness and fun centered around your fiance? I am way more extroverted than my husband, and I just like go and do stuff with my friends. You know what? He gets his peace and quiet at home. He can have his time to refresh, and I just have a good time. I just go have my fun, and it's great with a kid. kid can stay home with daddy or come with mommy if it's a kin fun thing. So, this seems a little bit clingy to me. Madison, her idea of marriage is dancing in the kitchen, hanging out with Joe's sister, and him hanging out with her brother-in-law. I don't know, the idea of hanging out with in-laws. Not like the top of my list either. I love my in-laws. Love them like family.
They are family.
They are family. They're great to see.
I love my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law.
I love them too.
I like to spend time with them, though.
I mean, I don't dislike spending time with them. I like spending time with them. We just live very far away. And also, like, I don't think Rob's idea of hanging out with my brother is like his favorite, although he handles him very well. I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever danced in the kitchen with Rob. However, I did scare the crap out of him the other day. He was sitting in the front office playing his guitar. We kind of have it turned into a recording studio for him. He's just playing some sort of song on the acoustic. And I go in there and I'm like dancing like this, kicking my legs back and forth, kind of doing like an Irish jig. And he looks up through the French doors and he's like, oh my God, I'm never playing that song again. He's like, if that's what it makes you do, I don't want to see it. I think I'm going blind. Like, why are you doing this? So then I went back in the living room and I was like, Jake, look at this dance mommy does. Go do that to daddy.
Did he do it?
Yep. Sure did. Chip off the old block. We love annoying daddy.
I dance around the house all the time. So
and I was trying to look as goofy as possible. That was my strategy. Nothing was supposed to be like, wow, this girl can dance. It was supposed to be like, what in the Mayberry hell just happened?
Has she been drinking?
And I hadn't. I hadn't been drinking because he drank all my Malibus.
No.
Apparently, it's at past the expiration date of how long a bottle of Malibu should sit there.
I didn't realize there was
to get me a little weekend sipperoo, and I had my glass of ice poured, and I'm like, where's my Malibus?
Well, I didn't realize there was expiration dates on those.
No, there aren't. He has an expiration date of how long it should stay in the house.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway, I digress. Joe is proposing, and Madison says yes, and they hold hands for the wall, and we're going to see what happens with that next week. Next up, we meet Kait and Nick for the first time. She's asking, did you dabble in cryptocurrency? He says he traded Bitcoin back in 2011 for something else. Actually, this is in the boys' room, and the guys are like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, my friend told me to buy crypto, Bitcoin, back in 2017, I think. And I bought in, and then we got Rob to create an account, and he bought in because he was like, oh, I want to hold some. So I gave him money, and we bought in on his account. And then he lost the password to his account. And probably every day for a year, I was like, what's the update? What? He's like, I try calling him all the time. So finally, it kind of dips and then it comes back up. And I'm like, let me just get rid of this now because this is a headache. I'm going to try to figure out how to get these thousands of dollars out of there that he lost the password for. So I click the little thing, submit a report, go to check his email like it says. I don't see it. I go to the spam box. He's blocked the emails. He hasn't been getting notifications and not that many. He definitely was not checking every day. So I told him, I'm like, I figured it out. You block the email. I'm going to go ahead and sell. He's like, no, don't sell. And I'm like, yes, like every day you said you were trying to figure this out. And he's like, oh, I didn't do it every day. I was like, I'm not dealing with this drama anymore. I'm selling. So this was September. I sold. By December, it had gone from about $10,000 where we bought in and we sold for a little bit of a loss up to 20. And now it's over 100,000. Had I hung on, I would have made $100,000 on this. And my friend who told me to invest has made millions, but it's very volatile. And if you give it to somebody who's going to block the email, to the account's
Kind of
password.
worthless anyway.
It's not worth the stress. And actually, after that, it like dropped down to 6,000. It was just all over the place. But I digress. Anyway, Bitcoin, it's rules. Do not borrow money to invest in this. Use extra money you just have laying around if you're going to invest. Okay. Nick buys and sells luxury watches, and he loves to shop at Target. Him and every woman in America. Hey. Hey, Nick.
I love their Nestle Toll House pre-baked cookies that are over in the deli. Every time I go in there, I've got to get them. They're so good.
Now, Nick, he is stealing Kait, and they agree on a lot of fundamental. He likes to cook. He made French toast for the boys. And she says, when you're dad, what are you going to cook? And he said, chunky monkey pancakes, which I guess are like chocolate banana pancakes. And he makes martinis on chairlifts when he goes skiing, which I'm like, oh, this guy's my friend. Mm-hmm. This sounds like stuff I do when I go skiing. You know, you just put the wine in the Camelback and have at it.
I see the St. Bernard with the little barrel around its neck. And he would go across those like mountains and stuff, the cartoon, and open it and shake it and give the drinks and then run off.
I want one of those dogs.
Yeah.
He also thinks that kids getting hurt is funny, and he tells them, and he's like, come on, me over this little dude. Weird move, but creative. Points for creativity. She says she's not an aggressive girl. Now, Kait, she was engaged, and 3 months after her mom passed, this dude started cheating on her. Same thing happened to my aunt when my grandma passed. Like, she found out he was off with the neighbor.
Asshole.
For show. Although he was the same age as her daughter, my cousin. They graduated high school together. Anyway, that's not relevant.
Another story.
Oh, there's so many stories. I've got so many family stories, and they're all real good. I got a great family. We all wild. So Kait does not question her connection with Nick. She's like, what's wrong with him? Why do I think he's perfect? And then she's like, maybe I'm the toxic one, which I didn't quite get that line.
No, me either.
I mean, there's going to be something with him that you don't 100% agree on. Maybe that's what she's saying. If she thinks he's perfect, then she's the doc. I don't know. So she has an amazing rack.
She's the one that was in the halter shirt,
the pink dress, and then she was in this blue dress, and I get the motorboat, like, yes, ma'am. They both are feeling, Nick and Kait, that they would go through life easily together when they have hard times. Even when you marry your best friend, I mean, you're going to come into hard times, whether it's medical things for either of you, your children, your family. You're going to have hard times, but if they're getting along easy, that's a great sign. And I think that's it with Nick and Annie. But then we go to Nick and Kait. But then we go to Nick and Annie. I don't think we've met Annie yet either. He has an intense flame, he says, for Annie. They're a lot alike. And Nick tells Annie the pods are getting serious for him. He has to decide if he wants to do easy or hard. But he doesn't like play off which is easy and which is hard. And he tells her he's ready to get married. He doesn't believe in traditional gender roles. He wants to be an equal. And then she's like, I want to be engaged in a week.
My goodness.
I mean, I guess they're finishing off week 1, but the way he's answering the questions, it all sounds really good. And it's not super clear that he's got feelings for someone else. And then she spills her water all over the place, which that's my whole life. Spilling stuff. And then everything becomes sexy to her. And she starts telling him, you know, you touching the back of my neck would be sexy. And then he's talking about he has this sex drive to be there when she needs it. And what gets drier and wetter at the same time? The carpet under Annie. I mean, I don't even understand half the stuff they're talking about.
I think it was double entendre. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Like, there's a double meaning to the carpet and the things they were saying.
Well, what's the double meaning to I have a short and wide chode?
And then he said, is that when he said something
just
about...
Just kidding. I'm going to keep you guessing. That man's not kidding. He just didn't get the chode reaction he wanted. He's got a chode, I think, in my opinion.
He probably does, because I think he said he dreamt about another inch before that or something like that.
So Kait is feeling Nick. Nick is feeling Annie. And Annie, she's feeling Brennan. We haven't met Brennan yet, but she says she's going to talk to her husband. And he says, we're still individuals. And she's like, yeah, we're not married yet. Red flag. This guy is like, I want to keep who I am. I like who I am. I don't think you should get lost in marriage and change your life. Like, you're marrying me, not some different version of me. And she's like, but when we get married. Stage 5 clinger.
Red flag, red flag.
They both seem to have pretty good childhood memories. Annie remembers having fun on a taxidermy trip because she can make anything fun. He plays sports with his dad and he wants to be a coach. Amazingly, Brennan's top choice is Annie. I was a little surprised.
Wow.
I know. And maybe it had to do with her eagerness to go live at the beach, drink in hand, feet in sand. But really, who else here would like to retire at the beach? And we were already at the beach. It's awesome. It's a great idea, Brennan. All right. Edmund. D.
What the fuck? Like,
I
like
you take
him
this
so
one away
much.
because this even grosses me out.
I liked him so much. This is my Urkel guy because of his clothes. And they're in the men's quarters. And I cannot remember which guy is looking at him, but he's basically laying on the floor, making out with the floor. He's kissing the freaking floor.
At first, he's making like fart noises on the floor with his lips. And then he's making out with the floor. I hope that's not how he kisses a woman.
I was just shocked. I was shocked. This is a
What
grown
is
man.
happening? Is he?
Was he drunk?
Oh.
Maybe?
Oh.
Is that a possibility?
Yes. 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 Actually, this is my brother when my brother gets drunk. So, yes. I think that's what happened. Mystery solved.
Dude, you're making out with the floor.
I just hope
And even when
Kalybriah can handle all the funness that he is. She feels like she's known him forever, but does she know that side of him?
I don't know. I was just thinking, please, stop. And the guy that called him out and says, are you kissing the floor? He continues to do it, like even more. Like most people would have
He
stopped.
isn't just kidding. He is making out with this floor.
Yes.
He is on this floor. Wood to wood.
I was ready for some, humping to start.
We probably just didn't see it.
It probably
Too
was
hot for
much
Netflix.
worse than it was.
They had to
probably-
blur that part out. She says she gets peace. Kalybriah feels peace when she's around Edmund. What do you think she'd feel if she saw him making out with the floor?
I think
Peace?
she'd run. I think she would run.
And then I didn't understand. She said she's figuring out how to love him, but not who to love.
That made no sense to me when she said that.
The only thing I can piece together is that she knows she wants to love him. And she's figuring out how to love him. She's already figured out who. She just needs to know how. He says it's his first time being happy and wanting love, which also maybe kind of a red flag. But then he says he's found a lot of peace with his roller skating community. He has people that support him. And I'm like, okay, I get that. That was like my kickball.
Yeah.
Kalybriah says happiness based off another person is toxic, which, girl, I know you need to go have a conversation with Annie. Go talk to her. And then she asks him, how did you go about forgiving your mom for all the times that she left you during childhood? And he said, because she knows he loves him no matter what. And he wants to move forward and for her to enjoy her grandkids and not to miss out because of past mistakes. The difference is we find out that Kalybriah's dad is absent. She does not feel like he loves her. She wants that relationship, but she's just been disappointed so many times she doesn't even seek it anymore. Maybe one day she will again. And then she starts getting emotional, and Edmund says, it's okay to be emotional. I'm here to be strong for you and stand by your side, which very sweet. He had to have been drunk. He's just a fun drunk, I think.
Well, let's chalk it up to him being drunk, but
We're going to give him that out. channel surfers. We're just going
We're
to
going
say
to leave it open for the next few episodes to make sure.
Production driven. They just handed him some alcohol. They're like, here, drink this straight. And then they're like, hey, go make out with the floor. He was just being a good actor. She's tired of being tough. And he says, you can be soft with me. And they're just so sweet. I just love them. All right. Megan W. She's got the connections with Blake, Mike, and Jordan. Jordan is wearing a hoodie. I'm sorry. He's wearing hoochie daddy shorts.
That's what he called them.
And a fitted tee that makes his twig arms look puff. This reminds me, I had a pool party and my friend Jennings came and he was wearing the shortest jorts ever. He had cut off these jeans. And one of my friends at the party saw him later at a concert. She's like, I was like, oh my God, it's jorts. There's jorts over there.
I don't think men should ever do that.
It was so funny. He did it to be funny because it's just his personality.
Gotcha.
Now, she thinks she has figured out what he looks like, and he's like, I guarantee you don't. And then he goes, you're fishing. Do you have a fishing license? He's so funny.
He is. He's very funny.
And she gets like a best friend vibe with him, and she says it's easy with him. Girl, that's what, I don't know. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like that.
Somebody that you have a really good friend vibe and you laugh together and it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the rest of your life. Do you really want some pain in the ass? Like, I feel like Mike probably is. Mike, she says he seems secure, composed, and competent. And she likes that he's older very much. I'm like, you like that then better than having fun?
She liked that he was emotionally mature.
Is he?
I don't know, because he seems
I'm not
very
getting a
sophisticated.
good read on him being in touch with his emotions.
Yeah, he seems very sophisticated, but I'm not seeing much personality from him yet when he talks to her. I don't know. Maybe when he
somebody
talks
that is in touch with his feelings.
Huh?
I don't see someone who's in touch with his feelings, except maybe his feeling of horniness.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but I don't think we're really seeing him. Does that make sense?
Also, she sleeps with the sound machine, and he's like, I don't do that. I need to be ready to get up and protect the house if I need to, which Rob and I are very much like that. Like, I need my podcast. I need some sort of noise. Now, he does sleep with a sound machine, but he can't sleep with any like TV or podcast on. So we just sleep in different beds. If she's cool with that, I mean, that's going to kind of be, you're going to sleep like the royals. So you're going to have 2 separate bedrooms if you need it and he doesn't. Neither of y'all are changing.
I sleep with a fan. I like my fan. If my fan turns off, I wake up.
And then he's got a king size bed that is so comfortable. He sleeps on his couch instead. Like, he passes out on his couch. He can't sleep with any noise on. Do you think he's got like the TV off and everything when he's falling asleep on his couch?
No, I would think if he's falling asleep on the couch, he's probably been watching TV.
But he can't deal with her noise machine. I'm glad he's so secure and confident.
I didn't think he said that he couldn't deal with a noise machine. He just said that he doesn't sleep with any sound.
And she said something about, I love that. And he's like, did you say I love you? And she's like, I'm not telling you that you're my number one. Did I let that slip? It's just emotionally mature. This seems very surface level still, just in a more boring way.
He's just pretty to look at.
He's okay.
I thought he was cute.
He's not. I think that Joe is cute.
I did not think Joe was cute.
I think Joe is cute. I think that Patrick is cute.
Patrick is cute.
All right, Blake. Blake, he has a stronger connection with Megan than the other guys, according to her. So
he's her number one.
He's her number one. Jordan's number one. And she asked him to go to a wedding with her, and he's like, oh, okay. In Lake Kimono, and they paid $400,000, these friends, for the venue. The fuck?
Where is that lake at?
I don't know. Nowhere that I'm going to be paying to go.
I know. I that's a house. A couple of houses, depending on where you live.
That
I thought maybe it was in another country because she said something about going to.
It might be. I didn't look it up because I just didn't care. I am like her, In my early 20s, I probably thought, weddings have to be a certain way. But by the time I was 34 and married, I was like, I'm just happy to be getting married. I'm just happy to be finally getting married. And I'm very practical. I'm like, I want to pay off my house. I only have a few years left on the mortgage. So they have this thing called a cootie catcher, which we used to do it in school. I don't think we call it a cootie catcher, but she does it with Blake, and she gets the message, your path to love in the pods may be filled with surprises.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're both like, oh, I hope it's nothing big.
Yeah,
which would be a great.
Sounded ominous.
Don't make this ominous. And then Blake's like, I like chatting with you. And she says, I want to get to know you better. And he's like, all right, see you tomorrow. He's not confessing his feelings the way she is.
He's just not that into her because he's into
Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Which we find out. He has this cute little pine forest with s'mores set up for Anna. And they have that friend vibe that I was saying works so well. They're just making jokes about the s'mores. They give their wild mating call, which is a bird sound and a wolf sound. And she's like, does the wolf turn you on? He says, I'm taking off my clothes right now. He's really funny with her. He's not funny when he's with
Megan.
Mm-mm.
They're very flirty too. So they've got the friendship thing going, but they've got the underlying flirt stuff as well. It's very natural watching them.
So it's actually Anna that asks Blake if he's ever ghosted somebody, and they both say they haven't. That's between Anna and Blake. And then they do these little scratch tickets, and Blake says that it's going to fulfill a wild fantasy. Anna says they're going to a concert, and then Anna's like, oh, so we're fucking at a concert. They're like, yep, let's go. Let's leave right now. Maybe that's what happens to her.
Maybe.
She's between Patrick and Blake. Her and Patrick have discussed that they're both Asian, and she likes that Patrick's vulnerable. Now, Patrick's also seeing Casey, and they're kind of having this fun, flirty thing, too. He airballs one of the shots. They're, like, shooting hoops, and she's teasing him, oh, didn't you play basketball? And he likes that silly banter with her. Attraction was really important to him before, and Casey said the same thing. So then they start talking about, like, maybe what each other looks like, and he says that his ethnicity just made him very self-conscious. So then she wants to know his ethnicity, and he's sitting here like, should I tell her?
He really had to think about it.
Well, love is blind is for a reason, and she's like kind of demanding it.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of, I don't know. I thought she should have let it go.
I agree.
He says that he's been judged a lot on it, and then he tells her that he is South Asian. He is part Cambodian, part Chinese. And he asks if she's ever dated an Asian guy, and she says no. Dude, I don't know. I like every kind of guy. I remember there was this really hot guy that was Asian in college in my friend's dorm, and like he lived next door, and he like came and knocked on the door once in his boxers, and I was like, y'all are gonna have to hold me back. I'm about to go over there. And then another one of my friends, I was like, I think you're so hot. And he goes, my mom would never let me date a white girl. She has to be Vietnamese. I'm like, damn it. How old's your mom? He was so cute. Liz likes Asian guys too. I don't know. I like all kinds of guys. I think Patrick's adorable.
I do
He's
too.
Tall.
I hate that he's been through so much that he feels self-conscious about it.
He's cute. He's really cute. I feel so bad. He's super defensive about it. Just so you know, Patrick, you're adorable.
We think you're adorable, Patrick.
You're a hottie with a body and a personality. So she says, look, my brother really likes Asian girls. Like, my family is accepting of any ethnicity. They'd be thrilled to see me with an Asian guy instead of an asshole white dude. And he's like, I'm smooth as a baby seal. He's just so cute. I really like Patrick.
I do.
Casey, she said she met her last boyfriend on TikTok, and then followed him on Instagram. She's like, I wasn't fangirling. And Patrick's confused. He doesn't even have TikTok. And she does. Okay. So then he goes in and sees Anna. And Anna says, apparently another girl has my voice. And Patrick's like, no, I know you as soon as I start talking to you. I'm guessing that maybe Blake was like, oh, I got you confused. So maybe she's like, oh, like, let me fish this out and see if everybody gets it confused.
Mm-hmm.
And then Patrick pretends to be Anna and does this giggle. And Anna pretends to be Patrick and does his voice. She was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They both are really close with their family. And she said she didn't tell her parents about going on this. They wouldn't accept it. And this is the longest she's been. And she usually talks to her mom every day. I'm like, you probably should have just texted her before you handed production your phone. That way you don't see the answers, but she's not calling the police.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom's had a hard life and she just can't seem to get out of that headspace to understand anything that Anna might be going through. And we heard Patrick say how a lot of people would turn him down just because he's Chinese. And then Anna's telling him, I would usually just eliminate Asians. And he's saying, I would eliminate Asians too. How did we end up here? And he's going, you feel the same way. You're fighting it, but we have chemistry. I might be your person. We're really compatible. How are we catching feelings? So then she starts guessing, are you Korean? Are you Japanese? And he goes, I'm Chinese and Cambodian. And she goes, that's hot. And she goes, I'm Chinese. He goes, that's hot.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if their moms are like, marry someone Chinese. Like my friends that are I have several friends that are Vietnamese and their parents want them to find someone
Vietnamese. Possible. Yeah. I mean, but they have a really good chemistry. I really like them together.
I really like them together too. They're both so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And she even says we would look cute together. But I wonder if some part of it is her fulfilling her parents' desires. And she feels like she would make them proud, but she really has a stronger connection with Blake.
It's a possibility.
Now, he also tells her that he hasn't exposed his nationality to anybody. So I don't know if this is before he told Casey or if he was lying to her or just wasn't really listening to what she said. But Patrick, he's like, it's so hot, these feelings I have for you. And Anna says, don't hurt me, dude. I worry because when we go back to Anna and Blake, that's her safe spot. Maybe she's being too judgy. She said she's never had these feelings before. Patrick said he's nervous. He knows that she's ready. And he tells her that he thinks she's sophisticated. Patrick does. And it's kind of like, I'm not really sophisticated. And he goes, well, people are attracted to your energy. And then we see Patrick ready to propose. And this is the end of the episode. He goes in and he says, Anna, is anybody here? And we cut back and nobody is on the other side of the room. So Dee had a question about that. Did they forget to tell her about this date?
Yeah, I was
No.
wondering.
Now it's happened before where somebody leaves and production films them going in and getting ghosted, especially from Anna, who told Blake she's never ghosted anybody unless it was like one date. This is a dude that you pretty much have thinking he needs to propose.
So they can do that kind of stuff. Like they're not required to show up to the dates when people want to talk to
They
them.
can ghost.
Oh, that's so sad for Patrick. What a bitch move.
That's exactly what I wrote. Oh, that bitch.
Mm.
But as many people whose number ones are somebody else's number ones or somebody else's number ones, this is going to get interesting.
I have a feeling that that's the truth because as I watched this episode, more and more is coming out about, this, like Blake. Blake is Megan's number one, but then
Anna is Blake's number one.
And yeah.
Anna is Patrick's.
I don't know.
Patrick might be able to go either way, but he was ready to propose to her.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good season. that's going to be all for today. We're going to drop another episode, maybe 2 tomorrow. Dee said maybe 2. I think I'm going to watch it tonight because I can't wait to see what happens in episode 3. But Channel Surfers will be back with a little more Love is Blind tomorrow. We did not expect 6 episodes. We'll let you know, definitely expect one tomorrow. Definitely expect one Friday, at least one. We might have them all finished up by Friday. Otherwise, we will keep you in the loop. All right. Have a good night, Channel Surfers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night.
Let's ride.